Hello there. It's been a pretty wet but mild February. However, Thursday saw a change, with this weather front bringing some heavy rain for a time. Then as it pushed its way steadily east, a northwesterly wind direction kicked in, and that had quite a dramatic impact to the feel of the weather. Wednesday afternoon, temperatures above the average, mid-teens quite widely. By Thursday, they were half that value and just below where they should be for this time of year.
How about the weather for today, for the weekend? How's it looking, Matt?
Beautiful.
Cooler. A lot cooler this morning, especially compared with the past few days, and not as much of a stinker today. It's a meteorological term.
A what?
A stinker. Yesterday was horrible, really, wasn't it? It was a horrible day, let's be honest, across many parts of the UK, particularly across some southern and eastern areas. But today, whilst it is chillier, and there will be some showers around, which will be wintry on the hills, we should all see at least a little bit more sunshine at times. Widespread frost to come tonight, with some icy conditions for tomorrow morning. Weekend, though, Saturday, probably the better of the 2 days for many. A few showers dotted around admittedly, some bright weather too. But Sunday, it looks like cloud, rain and strengthening winds will arrive in the south.
Matt has the weather for us. What did he use? What was that technical term? Stinky?
I can't remember now.
Stinky?
It wasn't proper.
Was it stinky?
Yeah, it was a stinker.
A stinker, that was it. A stinker of a day yesterday.
It was, but it brought about a change.
This looks beautiful, though.
It is. Well, you've noticed how mild it's been so far this February. All the spring flowers are up at the moment. Very good morning to you. But let me just take a look at some of the stats February so far as the temperatures are concerned. Only really the far north of Scotland can we consider temperatures to be around average. Away from that, it just gets milder and milder so far. And in fact, across parts of the Midlands, East Anglia and the South East, temperatures have been running around 4 or 5 Celsius above where we should be, which is an incredible amount for this time of the year, and it could put us in target for one of our warmest Februaries on record. Now, I said things have changed, and they certainly have. After the mild weather of late, a much chillier start for many of you this morning. Temperatures as low as -5 in parts of Aberdeenshire, a widespread frost across Scotland as well. But once again, after that cold start, it will be a fresh sort of day. And that'll be the case, of course, for the Six Nations matches. But there is some good news if you are heading off to Dublin or indeed Edinburgh. The emphasis will be on drier weather, the chance of showers only minimal.
Now, the roll is expected to begin before Taylor Swift begins the European leg of her Eras tour, which is sold out later this year.
Everyone likes an official job title. The official job title for that job would be... Matt, you might be interested. Are you interested in this job?
Not really, but I'd like to...
OK, well, I'll tell you what it is anyway. The official title is Taylor Swift Superfan Advisor. That's what you'll have on your...
So you two have both ruled yourselves out, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not in the running.
OK.
My only qualification is the name, Taylor.
Oh,
That's
yes.
I get it, yeah.
Yes,
So maybe I could
it could be
yeah.
Matt Taylor on Taylor.
Could...
Expert on... Just carry
Shall we
on with the
Anyway.
But there are lots of Swifties. It's just you really have to know your stuff.
Yeah, Matt Taylor Swiftie.
Exactly. You know what? For
example.
somebody, that is going to be the perfect job.
Dream job, isn't it?
Oh, dream job.
Exactly, and who knows where it'll lead to.
Indeed.
Ultimately. Good morning to you. If you're about to step out the door this morning, one thing of note, especially for England and Wales, much, much colder than it has been over recent mornings. You've seen temperatures in double figures.
Wow, that's an interesting statistic behind you.
Indeed. That was last year. Did you know, actually, of the winter months, that's December, January, February. February is the driest.
Doesn't feel like it.
Certainly doesn't, does
Not
it?
this morning
And
in
certainly
Salford.
not compared with last year. But yes, here we go. Last February was the driest in the UK for 30 years. You can just see here in Shropshire the state of the ground, very, very dry and dusty. Let's fast forward to this February. Shropshire again, the picture behind, but it is much, much wetter than normal out there. And for some, close to record-breaking wet conditions. If I just show you just a couple of stats to give you a flavour of what's been happening, Rothamsted, which is south of Luton near Harpenden, we've already had well over 2.5 times the normal rainfall for the month. And if you're in Cardiff, well, just outside at St Athan, there has been rain in some way, shape or form on every single day of the month so far. And there is more to come as well.
What is this leading to? Beautiful picture, but looks one of those crisp, sunny days, but you need to be wrapped up well.
Oh, yeah, before the sun gets to work. Pretty cold out there at the moment. Chillier than it has been. Very good morning to you. Let me take you to Arbroath in Scotland. You can see the frost on the rock there. Widespread frost in Scotland. Temperatures have been below -5 for 1 or 2. Not quite as cold for England, Wales and Northern Ireland, but still a noticeable chill in the air this morning. Much colder than some of you have been used to. Good morning. It's a bit colder out there this morning for some compared with the past few days. A little bit more sunshine, but a weather watcher behind me.
There.
It's a little bit of snow on the tips there of the hills. It's cold enough for that snow to form. In fact, you can just see here that line of snow, really on the tops of the hills, but for most, it's going to be a day of some breaks in the cloud, a bit of sunshine, but also some showers, which will develop a little bit more widely. This shot from one of our weather watchers in Cumbria this morning. Jack Dog there. Thank you very much for that. But out there at the moment, the showers fairly frequent across some western areas.